Hello people, this is Phil, the guy from Phil Health, and once more, Phil is now in the heart of nature, as you can see, in the heart of nature. Surrounded by nature. Actually, there is some people passing by here. They come and make their walks in the wild to get all the benefits. And this time I'm just doing a nomad life. It's summer and I'm going to enjoy this summer as a nomad. Later I'll have to buy a tent. And I remember that I lived in the summer, in the winter. I lived in the UK, and I was at least 2 weeks on a tent, but I was with people that was actually living in tents for many years, and I kind of enjoyed the experience, and there is a lot of freedom, something that a lot of people don't actually don't know what is that freedom since they were kids, because this rise up feelings that and sensations that man or woman have kind of forgotten, and even if they remember and even if they want to return to it, they are kind of living in it's like being enslaved by the system in the constant need and consumption mode. You know, it's like a surviving mode, always working for someone else, being bossed around. Not everyone, of course, I never generalize in these things, but that's what it is. I'm just cooking something, and the water is boiling now, and I'm going to show you. I made a setup here. It's a very nice place. I'm gonna show it to you. As you can see, I got a little cooker, you know, camping cooker, and it works very well. I'm gonna turn it off now. I covered it all around so it doesn't hit by the wind and make it safe, of course. I'm gonna turn this off. It's a little bit windy, so I'm gonna reach it a little bit more to the back. But this is my table. I'm starting to get the garlics ready. This is my computer there. There's a speaker. I have music always. I always have music. I cannot live without music. I got everything. I just don't have one of those houses, you know. Not for now, anyways. But you know, I like to be free. And I was tired of paying bills, because I was in the UK and I was paying £480 just for a little room, and I wasn't being able to save anyways. I wasn't being able to save money. I would have to work a lot of hours to pay for my stuff. I got food. I always get food. Food for me is, I don't have any addictions. Food for me is very important. This time I forgot to buy the water, and when I was trying to get back, it was already far, the supermarket, so I had a little bit of water still, so I'm using it, and I left some for me to drink. There is wine, of course, today. I don't drink wine all the time. This is the little hole, so I can put the peelings from the onions, from the garlics and whatever, if I was cooking potatoes. But no, I'm just going to cook some rice and beans, and the beans are from a iron bottle. Oh, there's I have to get more of these, and it's full already, because it's about maybe 27 degrees now. And this is my battery charger, and it's very powerful. It can charge my phone at least 2 or 3 times. I bought it on eBay. I need to buy more. I need to buy solar panels also, and that's it basically. My car is a mess anyways. Last night I slept in a hotel because I was trying to get ready some stuff. and that's it basically. You know, I made a setup here, everything. Then I'm gonna get a tent. The beach, I'm gonna show. You can't see it from here, of course, because there's a lot of trees, but it's wonderful. You can see the birds singing. This is something else, you know. This is healthy, and I didn't eat, basically I didn't eat nothing. Okay, what have I eaten? I've eaten, today I've eaten an apple and some vegan kind of mousse, chocolate mousse, and 2 cookies. And it's already 4 p.m. and I woke up early. I woke up at 8. Okay, so as you can see, this is a wonderful place, and then I'm going to walk around, and because I will be with my belly will be full, so I'm gonna straight up the things in my car and everything. And yeah, this is a very nice place. There is always water running here. You can see the sand here is kind of red, which means that is a rich soil. Red soil is a rich soil. It's full of nutrients. It contains a lot of minerals. And there is a lot of trees all around. You know, there's pine trees. This is pine trees. Pine trees. The trees that are cutting and they are replacing it for something else that actually consumes a lot of water. These they produce water. They produce the resin, and they give pine seeds. And the pine seeds is very cool, very good for the brain, because they contain a lot of fatty acids, and you know, it's pine cone, pineal gland, that's all related. And okay, so let me swap for the front camera. I'm cutting the onions, and I was very hungry, so I had to pour myself a little bit of wine. Actually, I chose it very well. And there is this seed bread. And it's a very good bread, indeed. It was a long one. I bought it on Lidl, because Lidl, you know, it has the bakery there. And wow, this is awesome. I don't know if in Lidl UK or France they have this bread, but it's a very, very nice bread. So I said the beans were in a metal bottle, but no, it's in. I always buy, if I buy, because I don't buy usually beans on like this, you know, conserved, because it obviously contains preservatives. Yeah, I buy it like that because that iron, if they come in iron, is very harmful. It's a heavy metal. It's a bad metal. You know, if it was gold or if it was copper, or you know, a different type of vibration metal, you know, silver, you know, something like that. Not that type of metal, because that metal, it's probably, you know, from scrap, and then they recycle it, you know. So better in glass, it's healthier. Not very, you know. And basically that was it. That was what I wanted to say. And I'm cutting the things and I'm putting them here. You know, there's also carrots, of course. There's no animal products, but because I was having some health issues since I became a vegan, and I will show you, and I will make a specific video regarding it. I had cuts in my hands first. There was a lot of them. Then I heal it from my cutting, the cuts on my hands. I heal it from there, from that. Then there was 12 warts. 12 warts came up in my hands. I don't know what was that. No, it was some crazy stuff. It took me a while to get rid of them. I got rid of them with holistic. I did naturopathy, so I've combined natural holistic procedures with chemicals. So I was using the sprays, you know, the sprays, and I was scrapping it till they started to become black, and they died. The warts. It was in both hands, 12 of them. It was crazy stuff. 12 planets. I don't know. Yeah. Then my teeth. They started near the gums. They started warding off. They started warding off, and there's a little gap now. You know. I was like, I was feeling good, but you know, and then now is my nails. And my nails have been 4 years. I've been trying to heal them, and I'm not able to heal them. You know, they start growing, and then it just comes up. And I found out it's nails psoriasis, but it's only happening in this hand. Everything is happening on this side. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but you know, if I'm gonna explain it now, it's gonna be very complicated. This is probably because of the hedonist life I had in the past. You know, 25 years of smoking. There was a lot of alcohol. There was some drugs, of course. You know, I live it fully, anyways. I didn't want it to die ignorant about these things. Of course not. I'm just joking. But I've been trying to heal my nails, and I've been using products. I've been buying products. I've been using a lot of therapies, but not fully, because you know, in the survival mode, it's always like you're trying to do something and you can't, because you gotta go to work, you know, and you don't have time for yourself. You don't have enough time for the healing. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to do it now. I'm gonna be able to heal from this, because also salt water from the sea is very good. The crystals on the sand, because the sand is full of crystals. A lot of people buying a lot of crystals and everything. I bought a lot of crystals, but you know, you find them. You find the crystals and the stones that people been selling them, some of them for a lot of money. You find them in the wild, man. If you start looking, if you go to the beach, if you go there, there's a lot of stones and crystals all around. But well, there's people making money with it. That's okay. We gotta survive, and we need, in this system, we need income, the money, you know, in order to buy some things. And that's it. There was just a little update. I'm gonna cut my onions here. I'm gonna eat my bread because I was really hungry. It's almost 5 o'clock, and I only eat a little bit something, and that's it. Actually, I was saying, and I came up with that thing of with that subject of the veganism, and then because after I started the vegan thing, I was 4 years as a vegan. It was not that vegan, because there was one time or another that I drank milk, or maybe I ate yogurt, or ate some cheese. But it was on the beginning when I was on the transition, you know. It was just a little bit, you know, because mostly I was vegan for 4 years, basically. And recently I added milk, you know, because I was losing a lot of weight. I was weighing 63 kilos, man. I'm plus 40, you know. I'm over 40, and I was just finding myself. I'm skinny, you know, and I was strong, but my energy wouldn't last. I would get tired very easily, you know. I would get really tired, you know. I would run, for example, or I would walk 2 kilometers. After 2 kilometers, I was feeling drained completely, and I was like, oh my God, I'm hungry and I'm with lack of energy, you know. So to make the other 2 kilometers back, sometimes I really felt really bad, so I had to stop and I had to sit. And this was not normal. So what I did, I started adding milk, you know, milk, and I started feeling that my energy would last longer. I started noticing that I was starting to get more roundy, you know, more roundy. It takes a while to get the weight back. Then I added a little bit of cheese, you know, and I was thinking about the cholesterol, because we need cholesterol also. We just cannot have it too much, but we need it also. I was just checking the time of the video, because my memory, I'm using my phone, the phone that I have since 2015, and it's a very good phone to make this video. I've been making all these videos, so but I'm always short on memory. So continuing, and I added, and I know about all the nutrients, you know. I know about all the nutrients. I know it's pasteurized. I always try to get not unhomogenized milk. If I could get it raw, it would even be better. If I would get it Ahimsa milk,
it would even be better. But it's making it out of reach, because 1 liter of Ahimsa milk in the UK was costing almost £5. This is a joke. If you don't have so much work, if you don't spend so much money taking care of the cows, because you are taking care of them naturally, and they're not going to die, they're going to last all their lives, and they will die whenever they become old and die naturally. How come you're charging so much money for milk? Making money with stuff, it's stuff that we needed, and we know that that is people, due to their genetics and due to their blood type, they have to consume animal products, because we were engineered. A lot of people won't admit it. A lot of people doesn't believe in it, but we were engineered. There was Neanderthals, and then something came and played with our genetics. It mixed it up, our genetics, with something else, and it came us like a perfect human being. Yeah, beautiful, nice, for a lot of purposes. And I'm not going to stretch, because this video is not about it, but you find a lot of videos about that. I probably in some of my other videos I speak about it. But I will, if I don't, I will. But I'm sure I do. But I will speak more about it, more specifically, because it's so much information that I acquired throughout the years that you cannot imagine. And that's it. That's it. Look, there's a thick here. There's a thick. So you need to be careful with these things, the thicks. There she goes. Yeah, you see? But anyways, we just need to keep the eyes open, and because if a thick grabs on you, it will start to suck your blood. A lot of people say it will give you some kind of rabies or something. I don't know, but I just be careful with it. I don't let them come into my body. We just need to avoid them and always be with the eye open because of them, of these bugs, because they're just living beings. They're surviving like us. They're living, and I respect them all. Anyways, I don't kill none. I don't kill a fly. I don't kill nothing. Okay. So returning back, I'm sorry I get out of the path of the conversation before, and that's it. So I added these products, and then later, and for a couple of times, I added eggs, because egg contains lutein, it contains collagen, it contains a lot of things. And I had a problem in my for many years. I have this problem in my elbow. It gets out of the place very easily when I'm lifting weights, or if I do it like that. If I try to reach something like that, it gets out. If I try to lift something like that and it's very heavy, it gets out. And the last time it got out, it was killing me, actually, because it was something that it was getting my lung tight, and now this side was getting all purple, and I was actually with lack of air. I couldn't breathe. I was being taken to the hospital, but eventually I was able to put it back on the place. It was very, very painful. It's like that pain that is gonna make you faint. But I never fainted. I only fainted once. That I was tied up to a chair, and there was a guy that had killed a lot of Africans in Angola, and he bring a whip, and he whipped me so much when I was a kid. I was about 10 years old. And he whipped me so much that I lost my senses. It was the only time in my life that I lost senses. Even if when I had my accident, I broke my old jaws in a car accident, I didn't faint it. But that time it was the only time I fainted. And this pain, it was so painful, man. You cannot believe it. The only thing that was happening was tears coming to my eyes. And since I started including the animal products, unfortunately, I respect animals very much, to be honest, and I don't want to do this. I want to do it in another way. I want to do it in a way that I don't have to kill the animals, and they provide for us in a way that they provided. They allow you. It's like they're saying, okay, chickens are saying, okay, you can use my eggs. You're not going to kill them. You love them. You treat them like pets. You treat them like friends. You have them in your home. Outside, living free, in the middle of all the love, and they put the eggs, and you ask them permission, they will give the eggs, because they put a lot of them, as long as they are eggs from chickens that never suffered, and they were raised in the middle of love, it's something else. And you gotta do it like Avatar. You gotta ask permission to the animal, to the universe, for that energy to become you. You know, it's not difficult to understand. You know, it's not difficult to reach. It's very easy, man. It's not difficult. The problem is that there is a lot of radical vegans, and I think they're doing a lot of things wrong. They can be vegans, but they cannot discriminate or point the finger to the people that actually eat animal products, because some of them, they just cannot live without it. They cannot live. I was 4 years as a vegan, man. I was testing. I always do that. I was 1 year without eating garlic. 1 year I was testing, man. And I tell you, there is no difference. I learned that in Krishna consciousness, that they don't eat the garlic, but they drink the milk. They drink the milk. It's the only animal product they drink, and it's very important, and I know why. Of course I understand why. There is people that they can, because of their genetics and of their blood type. And you can go online and you can read books about it. There's a lot of information about it. I'm doing it again. Not meats, of course, not meats, but eggs, cheese, and milk. I'm doing it because otherwise I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna be only bones, and I'm gonna get tired very fast. Okay, I have a lot of energy, but I still have energy. I have the same energy. I think I feel even better. I don't feel energy depleted. So basically that's it. It was just an update to let you know that things are just like this. The thing that we have to be is love. Above all, we need to be love. That's the energy that we need to emanate. That's the energy we need to share. That's love, and we need to share it with animals. So if you have a cow, take the milk of the cow like they do in India. Treat the cow as a respectful being. Don't kill the cow. But you can take the milk, not in a way of commercializing, but in a way of just you need to consume it. Sorry, and that's okay. You make the cheese. That's okay. It's very nutritious. There's a lot of proteins. There's a lot of fatty acids. There's a lot of nutrients. They're very good. Eggs the same. And the chickens and the cows, and that will be all right, man. Just respect the animals. Live with the animals, and they will provide it for you. They give you, man. They give you. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. We can share. And I was eating onion with bread. Onion with bread, man. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. You see? The things that a person can do when a person is living free, man, and is highly conscious and aware of everything. And like I say, spiritually, psychologically, and physically conscious, aware, and well. And that's it, man. Just be love, yeah? Okay, I'll keep the update anyways, and I'll keep recording the videos, then I'll split them, and then I'll share them, okay? Peace and love, yeah? So here it is. And I'm also barefoot, of course. Getting all this energy from Mother Earth. All those vibes, healing frequencies. And that's my food. How it stayed. I'm gonna eat that piece of onion because I forgot it. I also forgot it to add the herbs. I bought the herbs and I forgot it because I was doing the video and I was really busy doing all this, getting all this ready, and that's wonderful, it's wonderful. This doesn't have price. It's priceless. Next time up I'll add the herbs because I was doing the videos and so I got distracted anyways. But it's tasty because I tasted it already and it's really, really nice. Okay. And I'll continue with it. Now I'm gonna fill my belly, get all these energies, and crack on with more activity. And as you can see, I've been picking up big stones. Yeah, I've been picking up big stones, taking them out of because they are under they are off outside the earth and off in. So I take them off so I can choose the best ones. So I can sit also because I made a seat and that's my table. And this is living free.
You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm unemployed at the moment. I have a diploma, personal training diploma, and electronics technician diploma. Those diplomas never gave me nothing. My life actually became worse after I get those diplomas. I don't get a job like that. You know, the only jobs I was getting in the UK was I was working in kitchens, because it's around food, and it's an easy job. It's a job that a person does at home, you know, cleaning and cooking and things like that, you know. And the wages were crap anyways. So, but I just gave up everything, and I was being bossed around, you know. One of the times I felt really bad. There was a lot of stress at work. I felt really bad. I had to call an ambulance, man. My health was crap, you know. And when I'm doing this type of life, I'm free, and I don't have any issues. I don't have any health issues. I don't feel nothing, you know. I just feel stronger. That's what it is, and I feel free, you know. That's the respect for myself that I have for myself. If others don't have respect for me, man, I don't care about those. So that's kind of life I'm doing it now, and I hope. So I was taking care of my my business cards. So I repaired my printer still today. I had till 12 to get out of the hotel, and I made it on time. So I repaired the printer. I refilled the cartridges, and I printed in a thick paper. I printed 60 business cards from each personal trainer and electronics technician. I already gave some. Beach is right there, you know, so I'll be advertising myself and knowing people and things like that in this new town. This new town is Setubal. It's near Lisbon. It's the south. It's very, very nice for anyone that wants to come to Portugal and do some tourism. This is a very nice place. And then Algarve is not very far from here. There's a lot of beaches all around. There is rivers. There is parks. There is woods. Wow, there is amusements. There's a lot of things. I was here for 4 months in 2018, in the summer of 2018. I also, like, the same date, the same time, I was traveling from the UK here. So recently I just came from France. I came from the UK, then I was, because of this coronavirus thing, I was 2 months in my brother's house in France. And it was my time to come. So on the 13th, and today is the 17th. So on the 13th I left. On the 13th, yeah, I think it was on the 13th. And I arrived here yesterday, but I took my time. No one's running after me. I don't have any obligations, no commitments, only commitments with myself. But I don't have commitments with anyone else. I was coming, I slept. I didn't sleep anything, but, you know, I relaxed because I only slept maybe 4 hours, but not really feeling sleep, you know, not really feeling sleepy, because a person is free. So it's like, and then you're in the heart of nature, and there's a lot of pheromones. My car is full of trees pheromones and things. It's like little drops, because they release this kind of oil, and then you breathe this. Maybe I'm not specifying it well, but there's a name for it. And this is very holistic, man. This is healing, and people needs to do this more, because this gives us a lot. It gives us a lot of power. So maybe Tarzan and all these guys that would live in the woods in the old days, they existed, you know, they existed. But this system is just not good for these people. And usually the system always comes after these people and disturb, you know, the police, or, oh, what you doing there? You can't do this, you cannot leave this. Oh, this terrain as a owner, and but, you know, it's not real. It's not real, because they made themselves proprietaries of all the lands. Who gave them permission? Mother Earth doesn't belong to no one. It belongs to everyone. It doesn't belong specifically to this or that one. Who are they? Why did they come and took the lands just like that? You know, just for people not being able to live free, you know, in the woods near the rivers and do whatever they want. You know, it's not that I'm advising people to do this, of course, but I'm advising people, you know, we should not be afraid, you know, not be afraid of, oh, I lost a job. And do you know how many times I restarted in my life? You cannot imagine. And I got out of my house when I was 16 years old, You know, I was basically a landlord of a 8 kilometer square farm. I was a shepherd with that age, because I quit studying, and my mother straight away did the thing that she said, you know, you're gonna work on construction. So I was 16 years old. She got me a job in construction. In construction, I was being called darky, because actually my parents are from Angola, and my skin used to be darker. Only I lost the color of the color of my skin because I was living in UK for plenty of years, and that takes away the color of the natural skin, the melanin. But when I come here in Portugal, when I met the sun, straight away my skin gets dark. Yeah. So, and that's it basically. I kind of lost myself a little bit here, but I'm going to crack on cooking. Eventually I'll put some subtitles, Portuguese subtitles, because all the English people, they will understand. But this is also this is for everyone, but I want also Portuguese to understand. I know Spanish and French, but I don't have time to do it. You know, I don't have time to do this in also in Spanish and French. So that's it. You know, that's it. This is Phil, living healthy now, living free now. And I'm just gonna enjoy it. You know, I'm really gonna enjoy it. You know, of course, eventually I'll be doing a service, but I don't want to be bossed around. I don't want to work for others. You know, I want to work with others. I want to work with people. That's what you know, all together in a team, respecting each other. That's what it is. You know, not like in places I was working and I even had to fight. You know, and it doesn't make me proud. I don't like to say this, but I had to fight with guys that were 2 or 3 the size of me. You know, and the outcome was not good. Not for me. You know, not for me, because when a man is right, he wins any battle. And appearance can elude, anyways. So that's it. You know, live your life the way you want it, free. If you want to live free, live free. Don't be afraid of anything. Anything. You know. You don't imagine what I'm doing, you know. I'm crossing the line of others, you know. I'm being an outlaw in this moment. I'm being an outlaw in so many things, you know, because it's the rules that the government made. It's the rules that this system made. It's not my rules. It's not the rules made by God Almighty, you know, the where everything was sourced from. No, it's the rules of man's, you know, and man's that actually they're not more intelligent than you. They're not as soulful as you, and they are not as artful as you. You know, they're the opposite. You know, because real people, they're supposed to help each other in everything. You know, in everything, help each other. You know, be patient and tolerant and understanding. You know, that's it. Okay, so it's a long video now, so take care. If you want to see more of my videos, because this is getting better, you know, it's getting much better, of course. And if you want to see more videos, just click the subscribe button, click the bell, because it will give you more video options, and it will tell you when I upload any other new videos. If you like it. I don't mind if you don't like it, you know. If you don't like the video, if you don't press the like button, I don't mind it. But I hope you have a healthy, happy, joyful, prosperous, long life.